What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah, and today I have nobody over at the house because I'm going to be playing a game of Don't Look Back, and I'm going to be playing it as per the usual solo dolo. Before we get into the game, if you haven't hit that like, subscribe, bell notification, please consider doing that. It helps me out, it helps you out, because then you know whenever I post the new goodies for you, which is usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And let's go take a look at the table and the plot. Plot is the correct word for this game. For this game of Don't Look Back. You wake up to the sounds of familiar screams deep in the woods. As you head out to find your friend, you quickly notice the undergrowth is littered with rusting animal traps. From the remains locked in the rusty jaws, it looks as if someone has been hunting more than just animals. What's up, friends? We're in here ready to play our next plot. This is the fourth plot from the main rulebook. This is the Trapped plot. So I've got my team chosen at random. I ended up with Ranger Sandy, Seth, Holden, and Max. And I had to select one of those at random to be trapped. So Holden was the one who ended up. So Holden cannot move more than 4 inches away from the middle of that section until somebody gets over there and helps get him loose. We get him loose by making an investigation check with a -5 modifier. If I move more than once in an activation, I run the risk of getting hit by a trap where I will trip and then take 2 damage, but I don't get stuck. We start with 4 fright tokens, no points of interest. We have 12 turns to free him and get him back off one of the edges of Section A. This one might be kind of tough. The killer, however, in this one is not the same like monster beast of a killer that we've been dealing with. We got the mundane. So when he's driven off, he gets replaced with a fright token. His special actions are that when a mundane killer kills a supporting character, it removes 3 injuries. Mundane killers are affected by difficult terrain. He has a revolver, which will only target a character with a weapon, which is pretty much everybody except Seth. It can be used when the killer is in base to base. It has a range of 12, a combat 12, and damage 3 injuries. He has a second attack called Strangle, which will target a character in base to base with the most terror points, and it causes 2 injuries at combat 15. His MO is Stalking. So we place the killer 6 inches out of the front arc of the character farthest from the center of board section A. And the killer will move toward that character. If there's a tie, players may choose. His first trait is Violent, which says the killer adds 1 additional injury to all of its attacks. So they go to 4 and 3. And, thought it was in the floor. Patient. The killer will ignore supporting character tokens on a d20 roll of 9 or more. At the moment, I don't have any way to bring in a supporting character, and from what I read of the plot, there are no supporting characters coming in to help me. So that some of that stuff's just going to be kind of null and void. Whatever. So we're going to start off with a fright token roll. It needs a 10. That's a 4, so fright tokens will not do anything, which means there's no killer yet either, so we're just going to activate. Right now, all of my guys that are activating except for Holden are going to be outside of range of the fright token. However, they will be moving into the fright tokens. We're going to start with Seth, who's going to go ahead and burn a flashlight battery to drop a light token where that fright token is, to just get rid of it. He will then move his 3. Sandy's going to move. Sandy has a move of 4, and I want to get on after it. So we're going to run. I don't have any terror points, but I do have to check to see if I hit a trap. So it's a 2. We don't hit a trap. That's fortunate. Okay. And then we've got Max over there, who is going to move. He's going to move, but he's going to stay in the light and stay 2 inches away from that, so I don't have to deal with a jump scare right now. We'll see what happens to him. 8. We're good. No trap. And Max can get up to 4 inches away. So he's going to just try to get as close as he can to his friends. And just hang out there. He will take a terror point for activating within range of that fright token. Actually, what he will do is move and then take a breath to just immediately get rid of that terror token. And we'll go to turn 2. It was quick turn 1. Quick turn 1. We're at turn 2. We'll check for fright tokens. A 9 will indeed activate. We'll roll for some fright tokens. So we'll start with this one that's closest to somebody. A 2, it, I think, just goes away. Yep, flip all lights and remove the fright token. That's helpful. We'll roll for this one. 5. It will move 6 inches towards the closest, which would be Holden. Go to right there. And then we'll roll for that. Whoa! Knock the board over. And we'll roll for that one that's over behind the rocks over here. A 9 is immediately the killer. So the killer spawns right here behind all this rocks and stuff like that. Now, that happened during the fright phase. When we move to the killer phase, because he's not in base to base with anything, and no characters can draw a line of sight to him, he would get placed according to his MO, which is 6 inches in the front arc of the character who is the furthest away from section A, which would be Holden, my man over here stuck in the trap. Sorry, correction, 6 inches out of the front arc, as in not in his front arc. So because he's stalking, which makes sense. So I placed that just right. So killer comes in right there, and we will go to the rest of the killer phase where we'll see how far he moves. 4 inches. I don't have any terror on me, so he doesn't get any bonuses to that movement, which brings the killer to right here, which is not close enough to do all of his attacks. But Holden does have a weapon, and he does have his pistol revolver thing, so he's going to take a shot. Combat 12 here. That is an 11. That hits. It just barely hits, but it hits, and that'll deal 4 damage to Holden. Yeah, it's a pretty hefty swing. And then we will flip our light token and go to the character phase. Okay. So we're going to start with Holden. Now he's trapped, so he can't really get away. He can't really get any further. What he can do is use a move, quick action to turn, and a long action to shoot. Holden is combat 12. 6 will hit for D5 damage, if I'm not mistaken. D5 injuries. Come on, please roll good. 3. So for 2, it's better than 1, I guess. All right, so we'll go to my characters. The rest of my characters. We're going to go with Sandy, who's going to run, man. She's just going to risk it. She's got to get, I'm going to try to stay I'm pretty sure I'm going to come within 2 inches on that side. Yeah, so she's going to have to take a jump scare. 7. We'll gain a terror point from the jump scare. We'll see if she gets caught in a trap. Ooh, she does get caught in a trap. So she's tripped down and has to take 2 injuries. We'll go to Seth, who's got to try to keep up somewhat because I need him to put light tokens down the way. So he's going to double move his 6 and oh man, he falls down and takes some damage too. Last up, we got Max, who is going to do the same thing. He's going to come to here, and he's going to see if he falls down. He does not. And he's going to take a jump scare. Getting a 4, which is a flickering light. Flip all light switches within 12, which is this one. Okay. And that'll do it for my activations. We'll go to turn 3. All right, turn 3. Let's roll for fright tokens. We get a 4, which is not enough to do for them to do anything. Outstanding, which means we go straight to the killer, who gets a 9. We'll see if he becomes enraged or stalking. I want to roll really, really low here, like 1 or 2 low. So close. So close. So he'll be enraged. Yeesh. This is not looking good. So killer. Yep, that's for plenty of movement to get him into Holden. So then he'll go with his pistol. That misses. Okay, that's lucky for me. And then he'll try to strangle me, which hits, and he's enraged, so it crits. Okay, so right here, Holden has 2 luck. I'm going to use one of his luck to make the killer re-roll that dice. Oh, that's so much better. I love when a re-roll pays off in a bit, which anything would have been better, like as long as it wasn't another crit. When he's enraged, like that would be really all I need there. But that's even better. So that does it for the killer. Killer deals no damage to Holden this turn. Somehow. Awesome. All right, so we're going to start with Holden again, who is going to stumble away. So he's got to stay within 4 of the middle, which was right there. So he'll stumble away this way. And then he has to take an awareness test, which he passes supremely with a 1. Outstanding, Holden. And then he's going to rock this other shotgun shell that he's got loaded up into the back of this dude. That is a 9. That will hit. 7 is... 7, 8 is 4 damage. Get in there, Holden. Over here on this side, Sandy is going to stand up and then move forward. She's going to do 2 quick actions. Quick now. We must go. To right there. Max is going to go for the double move. To right there. He trips and gets got by a trap. Seth is going to do 2 quick actions. He's going to stand up and then take a look at his wounds to patch himself up a little bit. And that's everybody. Turn 4. We're getting closer to him. We'll see if we can fright tokens. Ooh! We don't roll for fright tokens. Get in there. I'm here for it. We'll see what the killer does. I mean, he's obviously, all he has to do is roll a 1. So he's, yeah. Okay. So he's going here. Obviously. We'll see what he does with his pistol. That hits. I'm going to use my last luck. Oh, did not help me. So that's going to be 4 damage on Holden. We'll see if he strangles me. He does strangle me. So that will kill Holden. That'll be 4, 6. Yep. That is enough damage to take Holden off the board, which means the mission is an automatic fail, because the only way to succeed is to get him back off the other table edge. That was rougher than I thought it would be. I guess could have had some shots go better. That's the tough one. Like, at least it is the money. Like, I was able to do some damage to it, but it doesn't take much for it to do when it's dealing 4 damage on a pistol shot and then 3 damage to choke you. Man, that's pretty strong. It's pretty strong. But that's the way she goes. We won several of them. It was about time that the killer got a W. Anyways, that's it for this plot. Our friend is dead. we are done here. I guess we scamper or we fall ourselves. So thanks so much for stopping by, hanging out while I played this kind of quick game of Don't Look Back today. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.